Hi there, welcome to the Facebook ad account structure for testing and scaling. Now, what you want to do first when you're starting any campaign is have a testing campaign. Now, the reason why we want to have a testing campaign is because we want to find winning elements. Now, this normally comes down to 1 to 2 test campaigns. Now, this sounds very strange, but you can either have an ABO or CBO. It depends on your account. We see some accounts work better with ABOs and some accounts work with CBOs. Just test, you'll find which account works best for you. Now, when it comes down to ad set targeting, you always want to go broad for testing. Now, the demographic and location is depending on your brand. If your brand is a female only brand, then target females only. And if you only operate in the US, focus in the US. Now, sometimes if you want to focus in different locations, I would recommend testing the ads in different locations if you sell in the UK and US, just because the UK audience may behave differently to a US audience. In exclusions, you want to exclude 30-day purchases from pixel and customer lists. And inside the testing campaign, you want to test different creatives, different copies, different URLs, different offers, and different audiences. So when you're testing creatives, always use the best performing copy. And then with testing copy, always use the best performing creatives. And then with URLs, you can test the best assets together. The reason why is we want to find the winning combination, the winning assets for scaling. Now, this leads me on to the scaling campaign. Now, with scaling campaigns, we have anywhere from 1 to 3 scaling campaigns. Now, this normally comes down to the SKUs. If you are focusing on selling a certain item, you may just want to have a scaling campaign for that item only. If you're focusing maybe on different collections, you just want to have a scaling campaign for those different collections. Same again, CBO, ABO, doesn't really matter. Each ad account we find, like I said, always performs differently. Demographics, locations, I would choose what's relevant to your business. Now, you just want to basically want to simplify things here. So you want two ad sets, a broad assets and winning audiences. Now, the reason why we still use audiences because we still see great results. Even though we see great performance abroad, you still want to be testing different audiences because it's a bit more targeted to that demographic. Same again, exclusions, 30 days, pixel customer list. And then in the scaling campaign, all we're doing is taking the winning assets from the testing campaign from creatives, copy, offers, and URLs. Number 3 is dynamic broad audiences, or known as DABA. So what DABA is basically is a product feed where you see the ad shown in the feed. Now the same again, like I said, demographic, location depending on your business, exclusion, 30 days, pixel and customer list. Make sure your product feed is optimized in terms of product photos, pricing, images, etc. Ad sets, you want to test a broad ad set and an interest. Now you can have a single interest or you can mix them together. It doesn't really matter in this point. We've just seen amazing results of it. Now, same again, take the winning assets from the testing campaign and add it into a dynamic product ad. If you don't have time to do testing, just go with what you think is the best copy and then make sure you make changes if KPIs and metrics are not being met. Number 4 is dynamic retargeting ads. So same again, make sure your product feed is well optimized, but here you want to have the ad set audience. Now we normally do view content and add to cart 31 days and then view content and add to cart 180 days. If you do one of the audiences here with the 180 days, make sure to exclude the 31 days and then make sure your focus ad copy on social proof and offers. Someone's viewed or added a cart, but they haven't taken that intent. So definitely focus on copy and offers to get them to come back and make a purchase. Number 5 is retargeting. So here is just 1 campaign or 2 campaigns depending on your audience size. So if you're a smaller brand with a smaller revenue, you may want to group everything together because it's going to help make the audience size bigger. So Facebook can learn and optimize better. If you're a much bigger brand doing more than 500,000 a month, you may want to separate them out so you can just see the results for each level of audiences. Another thing as well is if you do use a catalog in the ads, make sure the product feed is optimized. Here again, you just want to focus on the best ad copy and social proof offers. Number 6, now this is something new that Facebook recently launched. It's called Advantage Plus campaigns. Now we've seen amazing results with Advantage Plus campaigns. We're using it in nearly all of our clients' ad accounts. From here is 1 to 3 campaigns. Now the reason why I say 1 to 3 campaigns is it depends on the SKU. If you're selling multiple SKUs or having different collections, I would have an ads one Advantage Plus campaign per SKU or collection. The reason why is because we want to make sure the budget is going to the relevant products or collection of products, so that we're making sure we're maximizing the sales. Same again, demographic and location depending on your brand. Now, we've seen mixture results. Now, you can use website only or websites and shops. Now, websites and shops is US only. We have seen good results in some clients' accounts, but in some other clients' accounts, we haven't seen the best results of websites and shops. Now, this maybe come down because we need to optimize the shops better for the client, but test, see what works best for you. Now, when it comes to ad set audience, you can't really do much in terms of targeting. Now, we normally do 90 to 100% prospecting or 0 to 10% returning customers. And recently, this should be an and. Recently, we've been doing 100% retargeting as well on our clients here. Let's make it a bit easier for you to understand. Retargeting, and let's just do this. 100% retargeting. Now, with the 100% retargeting, I would focus on all website visitors, view content, add to cart, purchases, and customer lists. Now, you can break down the days, but normally we do 180 days for those segments. Now, with an Advantage Plus campaign, I would recommend taking your best performing assets and scaling them. However, we have been using Advantage Plus campaigns for testing. This is something new that we've done recently, so we don't have too much results on it, but I want to mention it to you on what we've been doing for testing with Advantage Plus campaigns. So that's pretty much how we do Facebook ad scaling. It's testing campaign, finding the winning assets, add them into the scaling campaign, and then setting up the right retargeting and retargeting campaigns and Advantage Plus campaigns. I hope this helps.